perfectly healthy, able to run, jump, climb on walls, play basketball, play baseball. My mom would never let me play football, so I only played basketball and baseball and organized teams. But one day when I was 13, I started walking funny. Well, actually, it started more towards the age of 12, the end of 12. But when I was 13, I started walking on the side of my foot. But I had no idea that it would lead to what it's become. And one day, I woke up when I was 14. I just couldn't walk anymore and never walked again.
We all deal with whatever condition this is in different ways. So some of us are more insular. Some of us don't want to talk about it. I have 3 siblings, and so some of the siblings, they don't want to talk about it. I personally happen to be very vocal about my condition and wanting to talk about my feelings and all of that. So we deal with it differently. Yeah, we thought we were going to win. It was a little bit of a shock when we didn't. But my parents and I, we spoke about it, and we kind of each said to one another, well, you know what, there could only be 4 winners, and we're going to get the van somehow anyway. We've made this so public, and so many people are behind us, and we're going to get the van somehow. And we thought that, we just kind of speculated that the reason that we didn't get the van is because the people who were running this contest, they wanted to see they wanted to see people who were desperate and had no support system, but they wanted to make the people who don't have a support system, they wanted to make their time easier by giving them a van. And if we got 90,000 some odd votes, then clearly we have a support system. And so they felt, oh, okay, these people are in good hands. Their community's really taking care of them. We don't need to give them a van. We'll give it to somebody who's more alone. And actually, if you read the biographical information or whatever information that they give, the people who won these vans are very much alone. They don't have big families. They don't have big communities. The house that we live in right now, it's a great house, and we've made some adjustments to it to make things easier for people. We've retrofitted the bathrooms a little bit. We've put in a ramp in the back. We've put a stair lift in our house just to make things more easily accessible, but there are still lots of things that are inaccessible, and those renovations are unfortunately costly. And so if people want, out of the goodness of their hearts, they can donate. So my physical therapist told me once that just even something like your hand, that you have so many tiny muscles in the palm of your hand, something like more than 30, that just allow your fingers to move and to work and to do the intricate work that fingers do. And we take it for granted that that's something so easy that comes so naturally. It doesn't, because this condition, whatever it is that we have, it weakens the muscles. It thins the myelin sheath around each nerve that travels to your muscles and sends messages from your brain to your muscles. And so the myelin sheath is delineating, and it makes the reaction time slower. That's as much as I know as a layman, but we're trying to figure out what condition this is. We've gone to a geneticist. They did something called a whole exomic screening, which means that they took blood from me, my mother, and my father, and they ran our blood through some sort of specialized thing. They looked at my entire genome, my father's entire genome and my mother's entire genome, just to see if there were any anomalies in my DNA sequencing, there are no anomalies that would indicate that there's something wrong with my musculature. And that was unbelievable to me when my doctor told me it came up negative. And we said, "What? It came up negative? There's nothing?" And he said, "Yeah, there's nothing that's scientifically wrong." And he said, "But I know that's not true because of course there's something wrong because I've tested your muscles. I've seen your muscles work. Clearly there's something wrong." So we're trying to figure that out. Those tests are also expensive and things like that. Right now we're just trying to find some answers, and we're trying to balance a lot of things on a very small plate.